My name is Deeshank Doshi and I have recently passed the SQE assessments in my first attempt. I am an Indian lawyer registered with the bar since 2019. I have a bachelor's degree in law and another in accounting, and I am currently pursuing my master's degree in constitutional law. I am practicing with one of the biggest full-service law firms based in India, mainly with the litigation and dispute resolution team, handling a cross-section of commercial disputes including matters of international arbitration. I am also a qualified chartered secretary and a member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I have seen that the English law is the chosen governing law for most international commercial disputes. While working at a full-service law firm which is deeply engaged in cross-border dispute resolution, I felt I needed qualifications in multiple jurisdictions to advance my career, and once the SQE route was announced, I was sure I needed to sit for it. Additionally, having a background of practicing in common law jurisdiction, I have always been interested in history and development of the English law, and this provided me with an opportunity to study that in some ways. Since I was working alongside, it was difficult for me to narrow down on the relevant and necessary study material. I chose QLTS school because it is one of the oldest course providers, and over the last decade, it has equated itself with reliability, hence there were no second thoughts. I think QLTS school prepares you for more than what you need to sit for the exam, which is a pretty good way of ensuring that one clears them in the first attempt. My experience with them right from the stage of enrolling myself till the day of the exam has been wonderful. The comprehensive study material covering topics in a historical context with the required conceptual clarity was key to successfully attempting the assessments. The best part about the course would be the readily available revision or summary notes, which I used as a base for making my own notes. Revising in the limited time available is a difficult task, and the revision notes were extremely helpful for quick last-minute revision. The user interface provided by them is very friendly and easy to use. They also provide a collation of all updates applicable for the relevant assessment attempt, which also serves well. Since I was working alongside, I started preparing about 4 months before the assessment. I could not spare more than 2 hours during weekdays after commuting home from work, so I tried to compensate for the shortfall over the weekends, where I spent about a total of 5 to 6 hours preparing for the SQE. There were days when I looked time off, but I got back to preparing once I felt recharged. My mentor, who is a partner at the firm, is also a qualified English solicitor, and when I informed him about my decision to sit for the SQE, both he and the team were immensely supportive. I even got several weeks off before the assessments, which helped me focus, and I highly recommend that everybody take that entire month off before the assessments because of the sheer quantum of material one has to go through. SQE assessments are challenging, but the QLTS school mock tests had prepared me well and made me feel confident on the day I sat for the exams. These mock tests, especially for SQE 1, give you an idea of how particular concepts can be posed to you as multiple choice questions and how one should go about approaching them for the solution. With the recent change in the regulations allowing the entry of foreign lawyers and law firms to set up their practice and representative offices in India, and the efforts to make India an international arbitration hub, passing the SQE has definitely granted me an edge. It particularly allows me to advise potential clients on disputes, especially those governed by English law, and besides, it also opens up avenues for me to practice in other relevant jurisdictions. Irrespective of one's background, I firmly believe that a preparation course is necessary, more so if you are working and cannot study full time. It is a different and a difficult exam and constantly improving in various ways, and the techniques one would require in attempting the SQE can be taught by such preparation courses only. For all potential candidates thinking of taking the SQE, I would suggest that they give themselves time, a few months at least, for each assessment. This will allow them to prepare well, which is absolutely necessary. This assessment can be difficult to crack, just that they require considerable investment of time. Furthermore, get a good course, make sure you engage with the material daily, and set small goalposts for yourself. QLTS school has been excellent for me in this regard. The days of the traditional legal profession are far behind us. Today, a lawyer must be flexible, open-minded, and should have the ability to innovate. One would require a profound understanding of commerce in this era of globalization and interconnected business and legal environments. The only thing that hasn't changed is the necessity for patience, perseverance to deal with the complexities of the modern world.